Yeah, so I mean, obviously, man, with how things are going, obviously, you know, if you're doing well in 2v2s, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be doing well in 1v1s. I think in Brawlhalla specifically, that almost kind of is the case.
Yeah.
But because a lot of these 2v2 players are, I mean, are just as
Looking
dominant.
Specifically at experience is one of those biggest examples right there.
Oh yeah, definitely dominant on both sides of things. But here we are on the ones. You can only depend on yourself as Himwy and Tiger go at it on our first stage of Small Brawl Haven.
Yeah, definitely a pretty good solid stage between the both, of course. Himwy getting a straight combo starter. D-Light into Dare into ground pound read. That was a really big start. And not dropping that at all. D-Light says going to send him back off stage.
I was going to say, you kind of needed that too, because I mean, if you were looking before those combos, he definitely was the one hurting here and somehow walks away with the stock first. Nice Dare there at the bottom of the screen to go ahead and finish that thing off. Himwy is going to take that first stock looking pretty good. Not really hurt either. You know, definitely could lose himself a stock here a little earlier than usual because it is Small Brawl Haven. But if he's not, you know, off the stage like such, maybe he'll be fine. Getting back, getting edge guarded though. Does not really have a lot of option. Can't even make it.
On the ground pound, but he was forced to go low no matter which way you did it. Like, try to go in too early, you're getting hit by ground pound. You had to snag the bottom of that stage.
Oh, yeah.
Very even right now, though. The bow's actually done enough to get damage on, but it's been kind of dealt with so far by Val's sword. We haven't really seen any gauntlet play because it's kind of not been necessary so far.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the reason why, I mean, he's playing the sword so well, like, why even think about looking at the other weapon? I think, especially in this game in particular, it's kind of like, this is like the biggest example of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. So, like, don't start mixing for no reason. If your opponent still hasn't figured out your first weapon, you have no reason to even start playing on the second one. And then you can get a full mix by bringing a whole different moveset and kind of changing the pace right there. But no pace needed to be changed as Himwy again taking that second stock relatively early. Tiger not looking too great here in this first match. Could be able to bring this back, but he does need a weapon in hand.
I'm really liking the reactions from Himwy so far. Like, that was off of react. Oh, sweat beads, cool. Free neutral sig. And all of that was just hovering around ledge. Ooh. And Himwy not backing off either. Himwy is going to not get the wall touch, though.
And I think he thought he touched the wall because he was that, you know, he was very much under it, and it looked like he may have. He kind of just drifted away. No sweat beads, no nothing. So I think,
I think he just assumed he was good, and then it's like, oh, whoa. What's up? Kind of similar to what happened to last stock, too. Like, after he got that first one, wow, these combos have been really good on Himwy. Actually, forget the fact that he keeps, whoa, what are you doing? Going for a fully charged sword neutral sig. And, I mean, at this point, why not? Sider's going to send Tiger off stage. Tiger's had no answers. He get D-Light ground pound. That was a pretty, I'll say, quote-unquote dominant first game for Himwy. Because
I mean,
those stocks that fell were like...
That's just straight up 515 to 349.
You're right. I was waiting. I was waiting for... I wanted to wait for the numbers to come up because I didn't want to sound stupid. It's like, yeah, that was a dominant game. 515 to 500. Like, but still, very big difference between the two. And most of those stocks that fell for Himwy were pretty much on the early edge guard that forced him to go from the ground pound and then just missing the wall.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I mean, the thing is, are we getting into it right now? It's there. There we go. We are here. We got a swap over here to Ezio, too. So, you know, I know this character came out. I feel like it got a lot of shine. Mostly because, one, those six look super cool. Two, it's Ezio. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. This character probably could suck and we'd still be like, yeah, I'm going to play him, though.
Like, and also that combination of weapons is just, it's a combo. It's a combo character's paradise. Yeah. It's kind of a master paradise, too, because, like, you get to line up everything. But the pro players will never have to worry about that because they're so good at consistently getting like quick damage. So it doesn't matter whether the sword is there or the orb is there. You don't have the space because he's going to get that damage.
It's definitely two solid weapons, which is funny too because like when you think about the orb, like first of all, I mean big shouts to the Brawlhalla devs for making the orb the way that it is because like that could have been a super complicated weapon, but at the end of the day, it's like all right, you know. It's a combo weapon. You know, you're slapping somebody around with a ball. That's pretty cool. So, but the combos are super nice as well. So I mean. Very well executed weapon inclusion to the game, but also very well executed side air as he goes ahead and takes that first stock. Though swap to Ezio looking good for him, does actually get the lead here. See if he can keep it.
Oh, jeez. Wow, okay. Side light into neutral light into side light side air. That was a little bit of a mix-up on the way he decided to do it. I'm happy to see it, though. This is actually a character I was trying to look around on Twitter. It's like, who's the ones that going to be playing Ezio? Because we can finally play him. Who's going to want to do it? His signature kit, like you said, is really cool. But also it's got good utility in general, like with how much room it covers like that.
Yeah, and I imagine, man, now I need to kind of see Ezio on teams. I didn't get a chance to, I think, watch last week. But, yeah, no, Ezio on teams seems like a very good setup character because you already know, I mean, first of all, his SIGs will last super long, which gives your teammate a lot of time to set up. But even by itself, they seem to be very strong, too. If he gets that down SIG, take that stock super quickly.
It plays exactly like, just the way he's built, like an assassin. He just sneaks up, gets in really quick when you're not paying attention, and that is, you have to deal with, especially because usually you can move someone onto at least one weapon to not worry so much about. Okay. Well, actually, all right, you got to worry about them gauntlets. Throwing them hands, like, look, the sword was entirely the problem before. I kept wondering if the gauntlets had to be used, will it be, as good? Yeah, that answer has been, that was pretty quick.
I mean, this has definitely got to be good for Himwy, too. He found that stock right when he needed it. He already had a little bit of damage on him, but, watch out. You know what? I feel like Tiger would have died for that. Like, if he missed, he was just going to keep holding the button. Like, this is either I lose or I win right here, right now. So
that looked like a genius if it works, look extremely silly if it misses, but Tiger built in a way that made it work. That was really low, too.
Yeah.
Like, where's that graph at? Yeah, look at that. That lasted no time at all.
I mean, really, like, legitimately, I think he hit him one more time after that. Like, when he lost his stock to the point where he got the KO, definitely hit him once, and it was just the down SIG, or the ground pound. So good stuff. Tiger taking that second game. Now we into a game 3 situation, the flex game, who gets the counterpick advantage.
I like the idea of going to Apocalypse here. You were doing well on Small Brawlhaven, and you kind of just outboxed him the entire time when he was on the Koji, so you didn't really worry that much about Bo. But then Ezio showed up and you were getting out-comboed, so now at least here you have a different platform to try and mix things up, and I think that those D-Light, GC D-Light mix-ups that Himwy were getting, you're probably going to find way bigger strings here with the moving platform.
Speaking of, looking for him right there. Okay, there we go. That's the dome right here. He's trying to get himself back down to the ground, and we are scrapping. The swords are out, man.
Tiger has, like, no fear disadvantage, like, at all. Like, I've seen a lot of times where Tiger has just swung out. It's like, I'm tired of you comboing me, and it's been working. Also, you got to watch out for that. That also has a good amount of range. That hasn't lined up, but I feel like it's going to hit eventually because it covers jump distance well. It hasn't hit, but at some point it's going to connect.
All right. So, unfortunately, though, is going to lose that stock first to the second recovery, but as you can see, we got a lot of damage here on the Himwy, so he's kind of living on borrowed time. Might be able to, kind of get at least a little bit of extra damage here, but now he's back off stage yet again. Every hit's going to be sending him relatively far away. That side air situation.
Tiger missing 3 dares in a row, so was able to just kind of walk his way back on. That's really good composure, too, because when you got somebody throwing dare at you like that, it's easy to want to, like, hold off for too long, but Tiger's already revealed he'll go out there for the ground pound.
Oh, yeah. So Tiger kind of line it up. Himwy is going to be able to touch that stage. Oh, okay, a little diversionary tactic right there. Throwing that sword actually kind of forced him to go a little further into the stage, which now allowed him to line up that side air. Good stuff to Tiger, forcing that situation. Yeah.
Just like make you press a button. And, Tiger is not been super great off of when the stock has been taken. Like, once he gets a revenge KO, Himwy is right back in, and he has covered that twice now. He got it before when it was on Sweat Beads. That time, actually, he tried to cover it with the fully charged one previously. It just covers so much space.
Hey, man, so what can Himwy chasing him up yet again, getting quite a bit of those. All right.
Bet all of his resources do it too. I mean, if you're Himwy, with the win record that Tiger's had on you in the past, you keep playing like this. Like you said, this game is the perfect example. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
This game plan has been working. Keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, man, that's brutal. I mean, that almost rivals how brutal Zoles looks when he slams you. Almost. So here we go, though. Okay. Oh, watch out, man.
Gotta watch out for the recovery. Actually, not gonna go for it at all. Sorry, gonna go for it afterwards. But now you're in, like, you're pretty much at like D-Light Sarah rages, D-Light recovery rages for Tiger. So Tiger has to play perfectly. Can't take any stray hits either. Just going for a straight up recovery to try and catch him. That is the stock though. Going for a big play, kind of interesting considering how much damage he already had on him.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not really sure.
It's like a super hard read there for being that far behind.
Kind of definitely a couple of safer situations we could have thrown out right there, safer moves instead of fully throwing out on Himwy with the perfect punish though. When we see this replay, I mean, got there quickly. He's like, all right, well, if you want to do all that, I can just go ahead and end the game. I mean, at the same time too, you were on your last stock. I mean, it's kind of surprising to see someone throw out something like that, but. Hey, the Ezio got him the first game that the Ezio came out. That second game looked a lot rougher, so we are going to go ahead and swap back to the Storm Shadow, though.
Yeah, not a terrible idea, and it's going to go back to Small Brawlhaven, take away that mobile platform, which in hindsight it didn't seem like it made too much of a difference. I think that there was actually more times where Himwy baited Tiger to go towards it to think he had a safe landing, and then he just reset neutral off of that. It's like, all right, well, you go there, that's fine. I have stage control, so I'm still in advantage here.
Okay, hold on now. Tiger makes it back up to the stage, but say Himwy, I mean, again, another good start for him right here, but I guess we're, he's starting to get that whittle into as we got around the same percentage.
It's definitely looking better so far on the bow. Say that. There's been more nairs that have been lining up. That's going to be a big punish though. D-Light side air, especially here. That's going to be the first stock.
Yeah, man. I think D-Light side air anywhere past orange on this stage, or, near the ledge like that is almost going to be deadly on, like, almost every character except for, like, Roland or something. But even then, like, these characters, not the greatest amount of defense. And as you can see, well, I mean, obviously, Val has some.
Yeah, Val a little bit more, of course.
Yeah. But here on the other side of things, Koji or Storm Shadow, not going to be as lucky.
This is actually where Val is so frightening, too, in these positions with the lead, because you don't want to approach too linear because it's easy to get comboed back. But if you jump too much in, you're going to get comboed or you're going to get caught by Sword Neutral Sig, which has been, once again, I think he's like 3 out of 4 for those, but going to get reversed finally on Himwy going off stage.
Yeah, and honestly, man, Himwy, he was allowed to be that aggressive, seeing that, like, again, another aim broke, don't fix it type of situation. He's been playing well on the sword. The sword has been doing him all kind of favors. Now onto the gauntlets, though, and I won't say those gauntlets haven't been doing anything. It's just, when we're talking about what's been the most successful between his two weapons, it's definitely the sword.
We've, like, barely seen it. That's pretty much all it is. Like, the one time it was out, it had a double ground pound, but the amount of time that's the sword is, it's been impossible for Tiger to, like, knock the sword out of Himwy. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Right there.
I mean, Ezio may not be on the screen, but that guy just definitely got desynchronized right there, man. That was get him out of here, bro. That was rough.
It's all right, look, you're done for the day. We'll send you back in tomorrow.
Here we go. So can Storm Shadow bring this one back? Calling the power of the boys.
I'm not one to doubt Koji or Storm Shadow here, pretty much ever. I'll doubt him. What?
Okay, well, you know what I said? Someone was going to do it. A Tiger thought about it last time we were doing that. I'm just going to hold this button until it's over, and now Himwy said, me too, but unfortunately it was over for him. So now Himwy on his last stock, luckily he did have a lot of damage here onto Tiger, so not that big of a drop here for his stock to be going down here, except for if Tiger starts to go on this run. Because, in Brawlhalla, I mean, 3 or 4 good reads can definitely put you into a scary situation.
That's pretty much the entirety of, like, bow, too, and I think Himwy has been so good at a disadvantage. I've barely seen, that's the first time that Himwy went in the air and got punished for it, and it was a light punish, and then still ended up losing his stock for it. Himwy taking it here over Tiger 3-1 with the set history, of course, like we said, not favoring, but it doesn't matter because in Autumn's, last one of the year potentially for many, you send a message, and that was a message. That was a pretty good message set. That's going to put you in a nice, comfy spot on winner side of Grands.
I'm actually really surprised that Tiger went for that dodge read exclusive combo, or your dodge is gone exclusive combo for going for the side light down, down light on bow. Obviously, great combo, but normally if someone has the dodge ready, it's.
I think it was one of those, like, I got to get something started moments, except, like, none of that was really leading up to that because Himwy.